you're back again. I thank you for that. I appreciate you for coming back and joining in with the show. Joining in by watching. It's a 3 strain show, this one is. Got 3 different bits to show you. So one of them is what I was gifted the other day. I mentioned it on the last video, how I had a package come in. But yeah, over the moon with that one. Sent me a ½ ounce is what they sent me in total. And now I am down to, I will show you in just a second, down to a very small amount. Go on, Duck. Pardon? Okay, right at that Tesco petrol station. It's just down the right side of it. You'll see it as you pull around into it.
They just sold it from here.
No, definitely, yeah. So it's those bushes there that you can see. It's literally tucked away. Yeah, you won't miss it. This is all I got left of the ½ ounce. It's about 1.2, I think. I got that ½ ounce on Thursday. It's now Tuesday. I had a few other bits to deal with, but you know, I've been smoking quite a lot of it. And I just want to start the review by saying, bloody lovely, really good smoke. I've had sour a good few times. It does exactly what you want it to do, you know. Lovely bit of smoke. This one is not a 10. It's not a 10, it's not quite there, but it's definitely not an 8. And I'm not saying, I'm not giving it extra points because it was a gift or nothing, but this is a straight 9. I would be happy paying, as a smoker, someone who only buys like 1 ounce at a time as a bit of smoke, I'd be happy paying $2.20 for that. Maybe $2.30. Lincoln prices that is as well. I know obviously around the country it's going to be slightly different, but in my area, what the going rate for weed is, I'd be happy paying $2.20, $2.30 for this. It's good standard. You can see straight away the standards there. On that note, I've got 3 different things here and a little bit of hash, but I think I want to smoke a bit of sour to start it off, get a bit of that in the lungs. So let's get this first one lit up then. I went for the sour first, as it is. Probably out of the weed I've got here, I'd say this is my favourite. And this is why I was saying the pricing for my area in Lincoln, I would happily pay $2.20 on an ounce of that, single ounce. But I know if you're down in the Birmingham area and you're buying an ounce, there's that many people selling good weed in these big cities now that it's actually cheaper. So there's more competition, more people doing good weed. If you're being a fucking rip-off, which, you know, selling an ounce of weed for $2.20, $2.30, $2.40 is a rip-off. But if you're up north and in your local area, all you can get is Haze and Stardog, for you to get that stuff shipped up to you is worth that money all day, every day. I would normally smoke down out front of the shutter. I prefer it there, it feels a bit more cosy, you're more tucked away. Less people's eyes are drawn to you as they're coming across this car park. But it's getting warm now outside the go-karts, so they tend to have the shutters up this time of year. So 420 is on the approach. What will I be doing this year? Where will I be? It's been a few years, but I'm going down to Hyde Park, London 420. I don't think I've been to a 420 event in about 5 years, because it's normally fell midweek, and I'm all for going stuff, but I don't know, I like to work. I don't like to miss days, you know what I mean? This hour's got nicer and nicer, so I do believe it was a fairly fresh crop when he sent it me. Didn't feel tacky, felt perfectly dried and ready to smoke, but I think the flavour and the power of it, it's just got more intense as the days have gone on. And I've had that quite a lot of times, you know, where you smoke something and it's lovely, it's nice, but then on your last couple of joints it's like, god damn, like why does it have to get so good now all of a sudden, right before it's about to leave me? Anyway, I'm not just going to be flat out chonging these joints. We're going to make a bit of a night of it. As I said, I've got 3 sheets of paper here. These sheets of paper both do have 2 sides. Tell a lie, it might be 4 sheets of paper. No, it's just 3. And one of them does already have this design on it that's half finished for bugs. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to tidy up that fucking... It's meant to be like a wasp or something, I don't know, but it's a red wasp. with an AK. Jihadi wasp. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to save it, but that's the one. I think rather than finishing that, I want to do some like fresh drawings, some cool shit. Do a little bit for myself, and then we'll knock out a couple of these promised drawings for people on the Instagram. I'm going to pause you there. Enjoy this first joint, get a few sketches done. I might cut back if I have anything interesting to tell you, but I'm just going to stick a little podcast on. Just mellow out, you know what I mean? I ain't had a good smoke and chill at the go-karts in weeks, bruv. I normally just pop out for one and then go back in, but now we're planted up tonight with a few smokes. Fucking weather for it, innit? You know, as soon as it gets like this, I just want to be outside. I roll a lovely joint, but I roll a terrible roach, I do. Always getting mad shooters off it. And I know it's a simple fix. All I need to do is literally watch a video like how to roll a roach. It's common sense, you do that little radiator thing, but I never do that. I'm just lazy. I just fucking get a bit of cardboard and just curl it up and drop it in there. I don't eat lunch until 11 o'clock normally, so sometimes you'll accidentally get a shooter off your morning joint, and that's technically kick-starting your metabolism, innit? You've just had a crumb of weed and that's making you hungry now. So yeah, it's a bit annoying. Making progress on the first drawing. I've also made progress on that joint. A couple of totes left on that, about 15 totes left on that bad boy. I'll smoke that in a minute. But my fingertips are getting a bit cold. Yeah, this time of year catches you out. You come out thinking it's toasty, the sun goes down, it gets real fucking cold real fast. But yeah, I'll get my joints rolled up before the fingertips get too cold to function, and that becomes a problem. Other than that, I'll just have to, I don't know, do some squats, some burpees or something. Or the old under the arm. That's the old trick to warm the hands. If you're out spray painting, you get cold fingertips. It's the old about to pull out the John Waynes, you know what I mean? Underarm fucking holster carriers. Get this London pancake lit up. I've had this one a couple of times before, but I don't think I've had one that was as nice as this. There's a couple of things that go into London pancake. I forget what they are. I'll have to look it up in a second. But one of them's a secret ingredient that they don't tell you about. So I think that's pretty interesting. So it's like the mystical weed you're smoking. First tote didn't taste bad at all. It's always a good sign. Not really getting much of a taste of it just yet. I'll get it burning down a bit, see how she does in just a minute. Yeah, nothing really to tell you about the taste on this one. I think I've got very little sense left. Fucking constantly having a cold for about 10 years has just ripped my sinuses off. But it's burning nice. I'm getting a nice flavour off it. Good thick creamy smoke, smooth on the throat. Brummies know what they're doing when it comes to the ganja, I'll tell you that. I watched this on a video. Someone said when it feels like you're about ready to quit and you're getting fed up with it, that's when you know that you owed something. That's when you feel like you're about to get your dues. So I'm putting that out to the world that I'm owed this and it's mine and I want to take it, yeah, because I'm doing the work. You can see that, and by saying that, it allows the world to give it you. So third and final joint, we've got the Biscoff. We've got the Biscoff rolled up right here, about to spark it up. Yeah, straight away this Biscoff's crazy. So that London that London pancake, or the one I smoked before, 8 out of 10. But this one's coming in at 9.5 as well, same as the Zawa. The fuck? This is the spot where I had the chat with the schizophrenic in the park. He was just stood chilling by the bin. Come back to do my thing, but obviously there's no bench. Whether it's because it's close to the YMCA and people keep coming here to pin up, smack heroin, I'm not sure. I'm guessing that's what it is. So we'll go up around the corner. I know another spot. Absolute liberty. So the place I want to go, there's no longer a place you can get into. It's like a special college access spot. So fuck it. Set up right here on this discarded sofa. It's the beauty of being in your work gear, isn't it? Being in your scruff. This is actually a way better location than I could have asked for. The sofa stinks like dog as well. Nice. I do like a dog. I do miss my fucking dog terribly. But you can't deny it if you're a dog owner. Especially one that's older than 7 or 8. They're dirty fucking things and they fucking stink. But again, I do dearly, dearly miss my dog. I won't get another one until I can be like... Basically, I'm going to run around for the next 10 years doing all kinds of business, and then when I want to sit down and fucking just take it easy, that's when it's time to start thinking about a dog, innit? Getting worried and I couldn't find the herbs. So this is me second to last joint of the Zawa. Well, technically it's the Zawa joint because it's a little cross, and it's the first time I picked it up, and I will say that it definitely was a little bit tacky because I've been carrying this around all day. It's kind of sweated in my pocket. So what I was saying about the flavour getting more intense and strong as the days have gone by is definitely validated by that. Not like it was fresh at all, it was ready for smoking, but there's like a window of being like ready to smoke, and then for the next 10 days after, the strength just gets better, the power comes back. So we'll close this video up there. 3 strains and a little bit of hash, a little sprinkling of hash. Made for a good video, I thought anyway. But thanks for the guy who donated this. He wants to remain anonymous, of course, but I appreciate you, man. It's gone down an absolute treat. As I said, that joint I was smoking last night, I give that a 9.5, but the rest of it I was giving it a 9. So we'll come in with a fair rating of 9.25. A little bit room for improvement, but fucking still very, very, very good weed. Some of the best I've had lately, you know. There's plenty of bad stuff going around, and that's far from it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.